Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I really want to bring up to the table something really important for me, and something that I definitely feel the difference after having lived in Sweden for almost 3 years, 2.5, 2 and 7 months. And I want to talk about the things that I really appreciate about Sweden after having traveled to Spain, for example, or just abroad. Things that I miss about Sweden when I am abroad, because I really notice it after a couple of trips that I had lately, and I really wanted to bring this to the table, and let's see if you guys can agree with me or if you experience the same, you as a foreigner living in Sweden. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, let's begin with the first one, and the first one is freaking Swedish coffee is the best coffee, you guys. In my opinion, the Swedish coffee is just the best coffee. Like, I struggle so much when I'm in Spain getting the nice coffee, just black coffee or coffee with oat milk. When you order black coffee, you either get some kind of Americano that is not really good, or espresso, which is small, cup of coffee like this and super strong. And I really miss tasty and amazing Swedish coffee. Holy cow, just brewcafe, or just regular black coffee, and just adding some oatmeal. Oh my god, I miss Swedish coffee when I'm abroad, and it makes me literally almost suffer. Like, I really miss Swedish coffee. So this is one of the things that I really appreciate when I'm back in Sweden after having traveled to Spain or elsewhere. So yeah, you guys, you Swedes should be proud and appreciate your Swedish coffee, because there's no better coffee than Swedish. The second thing that I really miss about Sweden when I am abroad is just Swedish peace, Swedish calmness, smoothness, the slow living, the lagom living. Everything here is just calmer. There's no rush. When I'm, for example, in Spain or elsewhere, it's just so crowded everywhere and so loud and so almost uncomfortable. People are like everywhere around, and I so much miss this freaking peace that Sweden offers. At least in my opinion, it's just calmer and smoother, and it's just much peaceful to me, and I so much appreciate this personal space that they have, that no one is talking to you, no one is like staring too much at you, no one is like sitting by your side, no one is feeling you uncomfortable. It's just so personal, and you have your freaking personal space here, and it feels so amazing. It's all my opinion and all my experience, and I'm sure you guys have different opinions, and it's okay. I mean, this is just my experience, and this is what I appreciate and what I notice. And this Swedish lagom life and slowly living, in my opinion, is so much missed, especially when I'm outside the country. And I really appreciate it when I'm back. It feels like the longer I live here, the more I get used to it, and the more I appreciate it, and the harder it becomes handling that crowds out there in a different country. So the third thing that I really appreciate about Sweden, and I miss it when I'm abroad, or basically when I'm abroad, especially in Spain. I always compare it to Spain, since I travel so much to Spain to visit my parents. So the thing that I miss so freaking much is the tech smoothness, the fast functionality of things, the efficiency of things that Sweden offers that Spain doesn't, at least not as much as Sweden. It is really rarely that things don't just work in Sweden. Everything just works. Any app to like buy tickets, bus tickets, subway tickets, paying your bills or some kind of invoices. It just takes a freaking less than 5 minutes. It's just so quick and smooth and nice, and it's so digitalized and it's so comfortable that I freaking miss it so much when I am outside there. For example, in Spain. Recently I traveled to Spain and I had to renew my residence permit because I want to keep it. So I have a residence permit in Spain, and so it was time to, you know, renew it, and it took freaking long ass time to do so, and everything needs to be printed on paper. So there are 10,000 different papers. That is so ridiculous. I had to go to some kind of store or office, or I don't even know how to call it, but just photography studio, let's say, to take photos for my new residence permit card, you know. So it's not digitalized. In Sweden, to renew a freaking ID card, you just go to, you know, Migrationsverket. In my case, since, for example, if I want to renew residence permit card, and you just sit on a freaking machine or something, or freaking thing, and you just, you know, do your fingerprints, which takes you a second. You just sit over there, just being, you know, photographed, and that's all. It takes you maximum 10 minutes to do all the process, and you're good to go. And you have your residence card like in what, 2 weeks or something, the new one, the renewal. It's just freaking insane. In Spain, to get a residence permit card, for me as a foreigner, it takes 45 days, which is freaking insane. You guys, it was like, I felt quite, you know, spoiled, because I got so much used to the tech life here in Sweden, the smoothness, the digitalization of things, the, you know, there are just, you don't need to have any papers. It's everything just digital here, which makes life easier. I definitely appreciate it here in Sweden, and what I have here in Sweden, and the commodities that Sweden offers. And no matter, I mean, Sweden is not the perfect country, of course. There are crimes, there are, you know, not the bad, there's also the bad side of Sweden, of course, as every country. But this basic thing, that user-friendly thing, that, you know, for the society to be, you know, better, there are definitely nice things here in Sweden, and I just really so much highly appreciate it. Really appreciate what I have here. And sometimes, you know, the more I am out there in Spain, for example, the more I realize that I can just handle this. Like, it's just not efficient there and should be improved as soon as possible, because it makes life so much, you know, complicated. It's just so freaking time consuming, all this paperwork and all this thing, and it's just so old, you know. It's just not, there's no progress, it feels like, and it's so frustrating. So yeah, these are the things that I so much appreciate about Sweden, and I'm so grateful that I have it here, and it's amazing. And yeah, you guys should be proud of where you're living and what you have. Swedes, I am addressing to, or yeah, I don't know, and foreigners living in Sweden. It would be nice to hear your opinion if you compare your country to Sweden. Would be nice to know what the differences, what are the differences that you are noticing. But to me, these are the clearest ones, and I am really grateful, as I said. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know in your comments down below, what do you think? If you're a foreign person, let me know what differences you are noticing. What is that you appreciate the most about Sweden and the least? What is that you're missing about your country? And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!